Hello, everyone. I'm Hal Eisner. This is Fox 11 News in Depth, and we have much to talk about today. First, new public art decorates the Los Angeles Convention Center. We'll meet the artist behind this eye-popping work. Coming up, we'll talk about something new you may have seen in downtown Los Angeles this week. Some pretty eye-popping artwork. We'll meet the artist behind it, and another who also dressed up L.A. from time to time with his artwork. Have you driven into downtown Los Angeles this week? The convention center has some spectacular artwork. It's very colorful during the day, but at night, absolutely stunning. When we come back, meet the man behind this project and another who's done some pretty colorful artwork himself after the break. Welcome back to Fox 11 News in Depth. If you've driven through downtown L.A. recently, you may have noticed this artwork now wrapped around part of the Los Angeles Convention Center is pretty colorful. But wait, check what it looks like at night, all lit up. Spectacular. It's an amazing sight for anyone driving past on the 10 or the 110 freeways. Almost looks like just neon lighting out there. That's the work of Ed Massey. And also joining us is John Van Hammersveld. Yes. I almost said it right. Yeah. I usually butcher somebody's name each week, so you're the lucky guy. Yeah. But first, Ed, tell me something. Your artwork down there, did you get up there and paint it all? How did that work?
No, it's part of the Portraits of Hope program that I started with my brother Bernie back 20-some-odd years ago. That's all hand-painted by over 1,000 children and adults from social service programs, schools, and hospitals. All
done like on the ground, and then you put it up there on the convention
Yes, we paint right on the ground, and then we install right back up.
Now, one of the things that interests me about both of you guys is your art is very public. Whether it's paid for by public money or private money, either way, it's very out there. And you know, John, you've done some pretty amazing stuff. And I want to show everybody a little bit of what you've done and have you sort of share with us what it is. But what's your sense of public art? Why is it important?
Let's see. I guess I did album covers and magazines and billboards and all that. And all of a sudden, I got into doing murals. And the murals are timeless in a way, and they're permanent when media is a constantly shifting and moving system.
Now we're looking at some of the artwork here, and this is
the Cabrillo
Museum,
aquarium.
the aquarium down in Cabrillo and San Pedro. And also, besides doing this artwork, which is a permanent installation, you've also done something with DWP as well?
Yes.
And tell us about that.
That's a water tower, a rusted water tower that we put a 510-foot mural on it.
It looked pretty ugly at first, and then it looked really pretty afterwards,
right? An annoying thing. And the mayor asked me if I would do a mural, and it all just sort of worked out with the city. And,
one thing after another.
Yeah.
Now, tell me about a couple of things you did. One of them is in Beverly Hills, which is sort of a neon display in a pond that many people that drive through Beverly Hills is familiar with.
Yes, we put a project called Neon Nights in 3D, and that was, again, hand-painted by children. We had about 1,500 discs that illuminated with 3D glasses, black lights. And it was all done just about a year and a half ago.
Now we're looking at that right now. That's a pretty remarkable sight from above looking down. I imagine from down looking out, it was pretty cool too.
It was amazing because, again, the 3D, the physics between 3D was amazing. Certain colors would pop up when you had the 3D.
And I want to show another example of public art, and that's this thing that you did at MacArthur Park. And it's called Spheres of...
The Spheres at MacArthur Park was, again, another large-scale civic and public art project.
And here we see young people helping you paint those things.
Right. There was, 2,000 spheres, and it's hand-painted by kids.
And these are Shriners Hospital children?
That's Shriners Hospital.
So they're painting these things, and then you take these things and you put these things out there in the lake at MacArthur Park, like we see right there. That's a pretty big canvas you got.
It is. And just real quick, I think what John and I think by the exposure, getting the art out for the public, really is one of the great benefits that people don't have to frequent a museum, or they don't frequent museums or galleries. They can see it publicly. It's free, accessible to everyone. Even
Even if it's done with private money. I want to show one other thing, because you have, like I said, you're like a legend in this field. And can we show those record album covers? Because John has also designed many album covers, as you pointed out, including the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour and the Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street. Wow.
Wow, when I was a child.
Yeah, but how does it get better than that?
But that's 50 years ago.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Time marches on and you find new canvas.
It still lives. You know, it still lives in everyone's mind.
And maybe that's the bottom line in all this conversation. What you do lives on, if not actually on the canvas that you use, certainly in the minds of everybody else. I want to thank both of you for joining us. Get down to the convention center. Also get down to Cabrillo and check the artwork down there. And thank you both very much for joining us. Great artwork.
Okay.
Good stuff, you guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll be back with our last word on my podcast coming up after the break.
$279 a month.
And finally, what's on my podcast this week? What the hell? Well, an incredibly important conversation, this one about human trafficking and how high school students are being taught how to spot the signs. It's very significant, and it's available now on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on another edition of Fox 11 News in Depth.
Three new Nissans, 2 powerful Titans, 1 award-winning lineup. Save big on all of it.